And just like that, I'm back to fearing every single choice and decision I'm making in a game. Just like I did back when Telltale released The Walking Dead, or The Wolf Among Us, or hell, when we're looking at Doten Nod's Life is Strange. I feel the same level of intense anxiety when every single prompt comes up on screen because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And that's exactly the thrill I'm looking for. Because, goddammit, do I absolutely adore the hell out of Dispatch. This kind of game is the kind of thing that I've been waiting for so long without actually knowing that I was waiting for it. I don't know. It's something about this Telltale point and click style format that really hits me in a way other video games don't. I mean, I love Expedition 33. That's my most played game of the year, and I adore it. I don't think there's any other game out there right now that is in contention of being game of the year. I'm sorry, Silksong, but you're just not my cup of tea. But when it comes to a game that has a solid, stellar story, well, I think Dispatch is that game. The characters feel alive, they feel human. It's actually genuinely funny. And it's not because of some one-off character cameos you get from famous YouTubers or internet personalities. It's because the dialogue is written so well. I mean, episodes 3 and 4 just dropped, and I was blown away by the quality of it. Not just the beginning of episode 4, because let me tell you something, guys. I was not expecting it to be that raunchy right off the bat, but still, this is the kind of game that makes me just so nostalgic for that era of gaming that I fell in love with when it was just about how good a story could be. I can forgive The Wolf Among Us 2 not coming out right now because I don't think it's gonna reach the same level of quality as Dispatch has. And that's probably a little bit premature, but come on, when you're looking at Telltale's previous staff, they came to work at this studio. So they're the people that worked on your favorite kinds of point and clicks. I'm not just making stuff up, those are the facts. And you can tell that there's a lot of love and a lot of care that's put into this world. It is amazing. And most likely the thing that I can compare this the most to is probably watching an episode of Invincible. But even then, Invincible might not hit the same level of dialogue as this game has, because I genuinely do feel like I've got some sort of connection with these characters over here. And it's wild to be feeling that way only halfway in the game. This is phenomenal, and every single person that's working on this game has done a great job. I mean, the similarities don't just end when Invincible when it comes to a world of superheroes. You've also got Aaron Paul, Powerplex himself, voicing our main character, Robert Robertson, also known as the Mecha Man. A character that you can really feel that they are hollow and dead inside. But you can make him whatever kind of guy you want him to be. It's just that regardless of whatever direction you take him in, he's still gonna have that snarky edge to him, and that's more than fine. But I find myself having a conundrum where every time we get to a decision that's gonna impact Robert's life, I just sit there in complete silence because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. You get a screen like this come up, spoiler alert by the way, and you're telling me I gotta make a decision? God damn! I can already feel my regret seeping in as I'm talking about this game. It's just not that easy. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like it is. I mean, I know 50% of people are fans of Invisigal, and I know another 50% of people are fans of Blonde Blazer. But I gotta be honest with you for a sec. If you don't think both of these girls aren't gonna betray Robert at some point in the story, I think you're kind of dumb. I feel like it's setting it up so that both of them have something that are just gonna completely blow up in Robert's face. And plus, they're both incredibly well written, and it's just really hard to make the choice. I mean, me being the kind of indecisive guy that really wants to backtrack at any point he can, you can tell why I like Life is Strange so much. I mean, that mechanic of going backwards in time and replaying another choice was something that was built into the game. So you can tell why that's one of my all-time favorite point and clicks. But here, it's just something where you make a decision and now you have to live with it and see what other people chose at the very end. Meanwhile, I'm probably just gonna go back in a few episodes and just replay those episodes again because I just wanna see all the outcomes. But goddammit, do I adore everything that they're doing with the game, even though I'm probably not the best at it. I mean, when it comes to the actual gaming portion of it, when it's not just cutscenes that are slightly interactive, you've got an actual mini game about dispatching heroes, which is for me not the easiest thing in the world. I gotta be completely honest when I'm talking about this. Sure, it says you gotta do this, this, and this, and now pick whatever heroes have the correlating powers to do so. But sometimes it's not so clear, or since it's a gamble, sometimes you're like absolutely perfect and it's still gonna miss its mark. It's infuriating sometimes, and I've had to force a reset because I didn't want to completely fail at Robert's job over here. But even that has begun to become something that I'm also engaged with as well. I mean, hell, I probably will say that's just because I just started to get the hang of it. Once that portion of the game has any kind of repercussions to the main story, that's when I'm gonna flip my shit because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna be doing. The game is so good, and I can only assume which routes it's going to be going in. The online discourse on places like the Reddit are just crazy. I mean, you've got fandoms blowing up for all these characters. Meanwhile, some of them don't even have romanceable options. And I know aside from Aaron Paul, there are going to be people that are going to say that the person, the actor that steals the show more than anyone else is going to be Jeffrey Wright as Chase Trackstar over here. This man that appears to be old that just faced some unforeseen consequences from using his powers. I mean, he kills it with the comedic timing and being the most foul-mouthed person inside of this office. Genuinely such a good character, and my God, do not fucking kill him off. He is so good. I know that that is probably gonna be the emotional climax of the story when it ever gets there, but goddamn it, I'm begging, do not have this guy die. I love the kind of community that this game has built up, and it is outstanding. Going into the nitty-gritty about choices, I can talk about how my playthrough has been. I mean, I'm someone that did cut out Sonar instead of Coop. Moist Critical, I love ya, I'm a big fan. I've been watching your YouTube videos for more than a decade at this point, but still, I mean, I gotta get the bad guy out of there. Now, if the choice was between Sonar or Flame Bay, that would be completely different, but we didn't get that option, did we? I just did what I had to do, and yes, my playthrough the next time around did suffer a little bit more. I chose Phenomenal Man to be the new replacement character in the crew that I've got over here because I felt like that guy just needed a second chance, and even though I do try to be as nice as possible to Waterboy over here, I don't think he's superhero material too much. And for my first playthrough of episode 4, I did choose Invisigirl. I will be honest about that, only because Blonde Blazer might have a little bit more of a manipulation thing going on with Robert than anyone else, but still, I mean, I'm still flip-flopping between the characters, so who knows? By the time episode 5 and 6 comes out, I probably have already switched over a couple times in terms of what my decision has been. Nothing is set in stone for me, and I'm not gonna align myself with any of the two fandoms until the next set of episodes come out. That's when I'm actually gonna be making my decision. I mean, this video has only been made a few minutes after me finishing this game right now. Though I don't know why more people don't trash Flame Bay. I mean, I'm always throwing something at him. Alcohol? Yes. Spaghetti? Yes. The guy just kind of deserves it. But then again, that's all just gonna build up to be a decision that just blows up in my face. So we'll see how that goes as well. Is Waterboy some secret antagonist that's gonna be there to steal something? Maybe, who knows? You can say the same thing about Roy. I mean, some of his dialogue sounds a little bit sketchy, but all of these characters are put and made in a way that make them feel very gray in terms of what decisions and what outcomes are gonna come out for them. They don't wanna lead you on the entire time by making you think that this character is absolutely perfect or that this character over here is someone else. They're trying to just feed you bits and pieces as it just comes along. And I appreciate that kind of storytelling. I know there's a lot of criticism about the episodic nature of some video games, but I've always been a huge fan of these kinds of releases. Mostly because I love the community aspect of it. People speculating what's going to be coming up next. People then criticizing others on their choices. It's the kind of thing that makes gaming special for me. I mean, that's the same reason why I tune in on TV shows every week, anime every week. It's the same kind of thing. There's an appeal there that is very special. Other kinds of games, when they release all at once, and maybe they're a gem, the spark sometimes dies because maybe the game didn't have too many people just talking about it when it first launched. I don't know. This kind of release, this kind of way of them doing things, maybe it just hits the nostalgic synapses that I've got in my brain, but it just works. And I am so glad that I've been playing this game and enjoying it as much as I have. Also, before I forget, the music is also amazing. I mean, whether it be that viral one that you see on TikTok of make a pound cake, that one's pretty good, but you also gotta take into consideration Future Islands over here. God damn it, the soundtrack has been hitting at every single point, and I feel bad for streamers that are having to play this with copyright-free music because you're not getting the full experience, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to speculation on what's gonna be coming in the future, like I said, I think both girls have routes in which they betray Robert in some sort of way, and when it comes to who Shroud is as a character, Who the hell knows? I mean, that could be Robert's dad, that could just be someone else entirely. We know that that MacGuffin that everyone's looking for is something that Robert's dad didn't create, so it's probably Shroud's in the first place. But how did it get in the Mecha Man line? That's probably a question that's going to be answered in the near future as well. I've also been seeing online that there's people talking about how the game's going to end and that there's 3 ideas and what the ending can be. I mean, one of them being that Robert's going to die in that suit, which I think is very plausible. The next being that Robert is just going to end up alone and betrayed because he just kind of left SDN. Or the third option of Robert just embracing his role and becoming an actual dispatcher, full-time, leaving behind Mecha Man, which I do believe are 3 very accurate portrayals on what can actually happen with this game. Though they are a little bit too closed off in terms of what happens if there's going to be a sequel to this game. At that point, there would have to be a whole new character, a whole new set team to be dispatched, but we'll get there when we get there. We're halfway through this game. But with this, again, I've just been gushing for the last few minutes about how good this game has been, and I want to know from y'all as well. What did you guys think about Dispatch so far? Do you think it's one of those games that's gonna end up being amazing like pretty much the rest of Telltale's repertoire? Or is there something about it that maybe doesn't hit the same? Please let me know down in the comment section below. I mean, I've been having a blast and I think it will cement itself as being one of the best. But with this, as always, I was Randy and I'll be seeing y'all next time. Peace.